Namaste. Some of you were inquisitive enough to ask what I was up to at Icebat, and I was giving a poster presentation on accessibility for diverse populations using Aqua yoga as a therapy, and kind of did the introduction about the myth out there being that the yoga is all about being thin, bendy, and young, and it kind of cuts off a lot of people from yoga, people who may have been doing yoga decades ago and then kind of gave it up for reasons of maybe, it's not quite so comfortable anymore, or maybe they had an illness and it doesn't seem appropriate. But there's certainly a lot of people who have still yet to embrace a meaningful practice for themselves. If they haven't already tried the water, it could be an option. In America in particular, we have so many pools available to us. Lap pools, obviously in a YMCA or community centres and so forth. Lots of private pools, lots of warm therapy pools as well. Even in YMCAs, they very often have two pools. So I was introducing some of my students, very diverse populations, very typical for me to have in one class. Lots of obesity, pre-post lower extremity joint operations in particular, post-stroke, pregnancy, fibromyalgia, tons of people, arthritis, and the hydrostatic pressure and the buoyancy. Give people an opportunity to step on board very, very quickly with a yoga practice, because the hydrostatic pressure sucks in, the buoyancy lifts up, and so you kind of stumble upon Mula and Uddiyana Bandha in the water, which can take a long time for people to dismantle on land, as well as dismantling erroneous breathing patterns. And of course, the premise is still based on the Koshik model. Who's in front of us? Function and form. We try to take inputs as much as possible, looking across the field at their lifestyle, because that's what yoga's about. We want people to be able to improve their lifestyle when they've done all their rejiggling in the pool and moving fascia and so forth, and become a little bit happier. Oh, that's Bear just walking in, the dog. The types of yoga interventions we would do, aside from asana, using props for additional resistance, would be more therapeutic things. We have a girl anchored at the pool here in Makrasana with a full face mask on. Pranayama in the water is the bomb. And we have a pregnant lady going through sound bowl healing for her and her baby in a beautiful warm salt water pool. Meditation, of course, in the water, why not, whether it's in the bath or a jacuzzi or a swimming pool or a lake or a little cove in a nice beach somewhere. So even meditation we can do, of course, in the water. And the beauty is, because of the properties of water, it's not the same gravitational field, we can cultivate and sustain inner body length, and that is so important. It's not always going to be so easy for people on land, so accessibility is absolutely vital. And it was interesting. I was meeting lots of aquatic professionals, wonderful people, great research that they're doing in that field, not obviously in the yoga world. On the other side of the coin, we have the yoga field doing lots of research and stuff, for example, especially pranayama. Additional NGF that's produced in the saliva when we do pranayama, but not really any studies in the water. I guess there's so much to do on land that there's no research. So I'm hoping for some collaboration. I made some wonderful contacts, and just continue this journey, because even though there may be 36 million people practicing yoga in America, or having had some practice or exposure to it, there's a lot of people out there that, why shouldn't they have a yoga practice that's meaningful and safe, and maybe they can actually just start to reach ahead and get much further with their asana practice in the water, and then be able to translate that into their lives. That's what it's all about, elevating levels of consciousness. So if the land isn't the best place for you or your clients, then consider getting into the water, if you can open your little Pandora's box up to that, because there are a lot of people who really do need help with approaching a yoga practice, finding a yoga practice, becoming established in it, and recognizing, you know, it isn't just for thin, bendy, and young people. It's for everybody, whatever condition their body may be in. So it was good fun. And if you email me, I'll send you the JPEG or something, or I might even put it on the Facebook page. So thanks for tuning in. Talk to you soon. Bye.